legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's installment of 5-Minute Licks, you got a bit of a 2-for-1 meal deal happening here. We're going to pick out an iconic sequence from Marty Friedman's Symphony of Destruction solo from the Megadeth Countdown to Extinction album, and then I want to break down a lick from the Ragdoll song Playing God, which was heavily inspired by this particular picking sequence. Let's hear the two lines and then let's break it down. Particular sequence to me is a slightly more manageable version of what Marty plays in the solo of Tornado of Souls. Basically, we have two separate eighth note sequences stitched together. The first one, which is going to use economy picking, is going to be using fret 12 and 10 on the second string and fret 12 on the third string, and you play it like so. So pretty straightforward 4-note sequence. You're going to start with an upstroke, you're going to pull off to fret 10, and then you're going to use one single downstroke to play the note on the third string and then the second string again. Then we're going to flip into this slightly different sequence, and we'll talk about the mechanical approach to this in a second, but we're going to reach up to fret 15 on the second string, come down to 10 on the second string, and 12 on the third again. What you want to do here is start with an upstroke and do your pull off, then play a downstroke on the third string. Basically repeat that twice, and the third time you got to repeat it, you don't play the last note. So you get this. For that very last time, I should have said as well, you play fret 14 to fret 10. The way I think about this from a picking perspective, with the little economy section, I think of that like I'm trying to outline a circle with my hand. For the second section, I try to think about flip-flopping like so. This is a very vastly exaggerated version of it, but I find having these little mental images really helps me. So it's circle, and that kind of gets me through that, and then it's flip-flop. And basically, they are my little mental triggers to play through this particular lick. What you do next is you play the exact same sequence just on the E string and the B string. Once you've got that down, you can then do basically what I did, which is take that approach and apply it to some slightly different notes, like in Playing God. I'll play the soloing context again, and then I'll break it down. If you want to play along, tune your guitar to drop C. So tune everything down a whole step and take the low string down to C. The very first chord that I'm playing over is just a C power chord, and I wanted this to sound nice and bright at the start of the solo, so I'm using notes. Essentially, I'm thinking of it like C dominant. So we've got our root note here at fret 3 on the second string. We've got the major third up here at fret 7. We've got the fourth here at fret 8, and we've got the dominant 7th at fret 5 on the third string. And again, essentially the same sequence. That is a pretty awkward stretch. The next chord, we're going C all the way down to what would be an A flat, which to me just kind of indicates like, hey, this is definitely C natural minor. So I'm outlining the minor third, the second, and then the root note of the key. And then guess what? I've got the fourth degree in there again. This is our sequence. From there, this one is going to seem super familiar. It's essentially the same sequence from Symphony of Destruction, just moved down 2 frets. We're on fret 13 down to fret 8. We're going to get fret 10 on the third string and fret 12 on the second string again. So this. And then, of course, end it with a bend up to the root note. You can make this a unison bend if you really want. as always, keep me posted with how you go with these particular licks. Feel free to join the Discord server and come and post about it. And if you want to buy some of my music or sign up to my Patreon, there are links to do that in the video description. Have a great week, and I'll see you all next week for another installment of 5 Minute Licks.